Hey guys, it's Melissa with Sunday Chats with Melissa and welcome to my channel. How are you? How is the week? It's Thursday if you're watching it on the day that I put it up. But we're right slam in the middle of a pandemic and it's Groundhog Day. It is the same thing, just a different day. That's what's happening over here. I have been doing some reading. I have been doing some cooking. I have been taking care of the laundry and all of those things that nobody wants to be bothered with, especially during a pandemic. But I have put off folding laundry enough that I'm down to 2 washcloths. So it's time that I get busy doing that. I have enough clothes to last for a while, but washcloths? Well, I hope this finds you guys well. I hope that that you are staying healthy. I hope that you are taking care of yourself. I hope that your family is well. And I hope that you are able to see that there is a rainbow at the end of all of this. That this too shall pass. And as hard as it is day by day, and sometimes hour by hour, we're going to get through it. And we're all in this together. We're not doing this alone. And what I have taken to do is when I wake up, I have a little routine with the dogs, and they go outside, and then I do my coffee and stuff like that, and we sit down and I watch Channel 10. I watch the Today Show because I just happen to like those guys. And then when that goes off, like, because they're doing like 15 minutes at the top of each hour, live from their homes, and then after that they're doing like pre-recorded stuff. I cut it off. So at 10:15 my TV is off. I don't need that background noise. I certainly don't need to be updated every hour about what's happening. The bottom line is I'm staying home, and I'm sure that when I don't have to do that anymore, someone's going to tell me. Someone's going to tell me. I don't need the constant updating and the information. I'm doing what I'm supposed to be doing, and that's all. That's all I can do. Check my work email, see if there's anything that needs to be attended to there. And other than that, I'm listening to books. I'm listening to Alicia Keys' new book in Audible. And if you like Audible, I know some people either like it or they don't. It's read by her. And I think it's a really, really sweet story. It talks about from the time she was 7. I think that's when it started, when she was 7. And I just think it's really heartwarming. So I'm listening to that. Oprah recommended a book about a family where 6 of the 8 children are schizophrenic. And I have that on my list to listen to. But I'll take it on the porch and I'll listen to it out there with the drink. And or I'll sit in the house and I'll do something else while I listen to it. But it's just a nice way to kind of just get your mind off of the day in, day out stuff that we're dealing with here with all of this. So on Tuesday I posted a video that was kind of cheeky. It was what's in your work bag. And I just felt like it was just kind of lighthearted and simple, and I didn't want to appear insensitive by continuing to put up videos that people aren't wearing makeup right now, and they aren't buying and stuff like that. So I just wanted to just have a little fun for a while with all of this. And so what I decided to do today was I'm going to do a full face of everything that starts with the letter C. So all of my makeup, I had to go through all of my makeup and find something for each part that started with the letter C. And it's not all CoverGirl. I was I was a little more creative than that. But I chose the letter C because I have this lipstick, and I've had, this is not the first time I've had it, but I just rebought it because, you know, lipstick doesn't last forever. But it is an old tried and true, and you know, there's several makeup items. Haven't you gone and found a lipstick or a blush or a foundation or something that you really, really liked, and then maybe the second time or the third time you go to buy it, they don't make it anymore, they stop making it, and how frustrating that is, and you're trying to find something that's similar or trying to find a new love. And but anyway, this Cherries in the Snow, this Revlon color, do you know that this beautiful, I'm gonna see if it's gonna, are we gonna focus today? No. Let's see. Maybe. Oh, maybe a little bit. This Cherries in the Snow, I want to say was put out in like 1958 or 1953, one of those. It was in the 50s, and it was supposed to be the perfect pink red lipstick, and they're still making it today. Now, I'm sure they've changed the formula and stuff like that, but isn't it kind of cool to think that we could still get something that somebody back in the 50s thought was pretty amazing, and this is like tried and true? So that's why I picked the letter C, because I just saw it in my collection and I was like, that is what I want to base kind of my look on today. So anyway, all right, so let's get started. So I got this Kismet. It's called Kismet Pure, and it's a vitamin C primer. I have not heard of this before. It came in my Ipsy bag. There we go. It came in my Ipsy bag. But the direction to say to put, it's a primer. It said put a dime size amount on the back of your hand and then just apply it to your skin. So this is my first time using it, and I'm just going to apply it with my fingers, just real gently over my skin. I don't use a ton of vitamin C products. I don't know. I know they're good for you, but I know there's like, I think the thing that kind of, and this sounds so crazy, I think the thing that kind of keeps me away from it is the fact that they have like this shelf life, like, and then the bottle that it's in, and it has to be a certain color. Just what I've read from it, it just, I don't know. It just seems like a lot. It seems like more than I'm willing to like invest time-wise. I know some of them are powders. I had one, I think, by Clinique that was a powder, and you squirted it up into the lid. I don't know. Anyway, it all like, I just feel like there's, and I have several that have come like in my FabFitFun box and stuff like that, and I have several, but I don't know. I have just stayed away from them for whatever reason. So anyway, I got myself a little bit of vitamin C today. So I sprayed a little bit of lavender water on my EcoTools sponge, and I'm going to use the CoverGirl No Lace Simply Ageless Foundation in Classic Beige. So it wasn't just CoverGirl's Classic Beige. I've used this before on the channel. So I usually go in with my sponge into the product, because there's not really a way to kind of like get it out otherwise. So I just kind of go in with my sponge and then I just dab. So that's what I'm going to do today. And I have just started putting this lavender water on my sponges, and I love it. I love it. It's so refreshing to feel, and it is so, it just smells good. It smells good. It's cooling, and it keeps them damp, you know, so I don't have to get up and go, you know, wet them and then wring them out. I can just spray them, you know, right before I'm getting ready to use them. And that kind of makes it nice too. But I keep lavender with me all the time. It's usually in my work bag, in my oils bag. I always have some that I can diffuse just for its calming properties and like that. Okay. Alrighty, so there's my classic beige. Okay. Alrighty. Alright. Okay, and then I picked up my e.l.f. Camo Concealer, and I'm just going to lightly, this has the biggest doe foot on the face of the earth, and I'm just going to lightly dab that here and just kind of work that out. I probably put more than I should have, but, and the color for me in this one is medium peach, so it's a little bit lighter, so maybe a little bit of highlight. I'm going to take what's extra on my finger and just dab it on my lids, and then I'll skip my lid primer. I had a CoverGirl lid primer ready, and then let me take my sponge and just kind of blend that in. I went out for a walk today, and here in Virginia it is so hot today. I had to take another shower when I got home from my walk today. I mean, it was hot outside, and normally I try to do either an hour walk or two 30-minute walks so that I can just kind of get a whole hour in, because the pollen here is just so bad. Sometimes I just cannot I cannot bear to walk for a whole hour. Just it's just awful here. Okay, so we're going to do complexion first. So I have my classic beige laid down. I put my primer down, and that seems to be doing pretty good. And I'm going to take my Coty Airspun, which is another product that has been around forever. I remember using this as, you know, my very first powder when I was in high school. I remember this very clearly. The smell is still the same. The only thing I think is different is that back then, if my memory serves me, it was in like a paper container, you know, like a cardboard. It wasn't in the plastic container that it is today. So, but it still smells the same, and it still does the same job. We got to be a big girl. We were like, I'm not using Coty Airspun anymore. I'm using Bare Essentials, or I used Shiseido for a while when they were popular. I feel like Shiseido bought Bare Minerals. I don't know. Maybe I could be wrong. I felt like I read that somewhere. But anyway, okay. So I've set everything with my Coty Airspun powder. And then I'm going to use this Ulta Baked Sculpt and Glow. It's a 3-in-1 palette. It's called California Sunset. I'm going to use the bronzer in this. So I'm just going to pick up my Sigma Large Angled Contour, the F40. I'm just going to pick that up. And this is kind of like a baked bronzer, so it's kind of goof proof, which is good for me. Because sometimes I can be a little heavy-handed with my bronzer, but I'm just going to go along under my cheekbones. I'm going to do a little bit down my nose, and then I'm going to pull up my hair. Actually, let me grab a clip and put my hair up, because I straightened it out today. Just to kind of just do a little something different. I I have been wearing it up a lot, and you know, when you wear your hair, oh my goodness, when you wear your hair up a lot, it tends to pull it, you know, and you can get some breakage and, you know, stuff like that. So I thought I wanted to give it a little bit of a break today. So I straightened it out so that I could just kind of wear it down. Oh, mercy. Anyway, I just wanted to get it up off my face. Gosh. Okay. And then, all right, so I'm going to do a little bit of the bronzer around the hairlines. You just want, you know, to look like you've had a little bit of a sit in the sun. You don't want to look like, I'm not trying to contour. I'm too old to contour. I don't need to be contouring. I just need to look like I've been kissed by the sun. If you're young enough and that is your jam to contour, by all means do that. But for me, I'm just trying to look like I had a tiny bit of sun today. So, all right. And then I'm going to pick up my blush, which, my Blush 2 by Profusion palette. I'm going to pick up the color Captivate, which I think is so pretty. It's this color here, and it looks really dark, but it's not. So I'm just going to use, I'm going to use a real light hand with that, and I'm just going to pick up one of my crown brushes and just put a little bit on the brush, and then go back there, back towards my hairline, up above my cheekbone. I'm not going to go too far up this way. And then I'm going to take my blush, no, my Coty Airspun, and I'm just going to feather that down, because it went from 0 to 700 pretty quickly. And in my monitor, I think it looks a little darker than it does in my mirror. So I'll take a picture and post it afterwards, what it looks like in natural sunlight or close to a window or something like that. It's not nearly as dark as it looks there. Okay, and then I'm going to take my Benefit, my Cookie highlighter, which I love. You know, I love a highlighter. So I'm going to take my little Too Faced brush, and I'm just going to brush a little bit of Cookie right above the bronzer, and a tiny bit there and there. And I'm also going to take just a tiny bit, and I just want to kind of lay it down just from here to here, just from my eyebrows to my eyelashes. Just a little bit of sparkle, because I'm not going to do a lot else. I'm still doing I'm at home makeup. So I'm not putting on a ton. I'm not going to go through and do a lot. All right, and then I'm going to use what did I do with it? Oh, here we are. Here is a Bare Minerals an eyeshadow kit. It's called the Cliffhanger. I think it's really pretty. This blue goes so nicely with my jacket that I have on today. I think it's really pretty. So I'm going to use these two colors. They're called the Cliffhanger. I doubt very seriously these are still available, but again, I was just fishing around in my makeup, just trying to put a little light video together today. So I'm going to use the gray color that's called All, and just put that right in my crease, just like that. Let me get my hand held out so I can see. I'm trying to look in the monitor, and I'm trying to look in my big mirror here, and can't see. Okay. All right. And then I'm just going to pull that same color, that All color, down on the lid, just to keep it really simple. Like I say, I'm still sitting at home, and I'm not going to put on a full face of makeup. Okay, very cute. And then I'm going to take this other color in here that's called, I'm sorry, that color was called Suspense. My mistake. The light color was called Suspense. This is called All. And it's the darker of the two colors here. So I'm just gonna put that really lightly there on the corner. Very, very, very lightly, just to give a little tiny bit of dimension, because keeping it simple. And then I'm going to take what's left and go across and pull it down on both eyes. Okay. All right. I'm going to pull this up slightly, I think on this eye, so that they're even. All right. Cliffhanger. Thank you so much. Thank you so much for being part of my collection. Okay, I'm fearful that I've been out of, I'm fearful that I have been out of focus some, and I guess I will see when I go back and do editing. All right, so I'm dipping back into Cookie, which is this by Benefit. It's the highlighter. It also came in the Cheek Squad. It came in the pink one. No, the bronze one. It came in the one that I did not get. This was the highlighter that came in the one that I did not get. Alright, so just a tiny bit of highlighter there, just to give a little bit of highlight and kind of pull my eyes up. I have kind of hooded eyes, and of course they're aging a little bit. And then I just grabbed one of my Color Pops, and it's called I Love This. And I'm just going to take a very tiny bit of this and just go in towards this, the corners of my eyes with it, just like that, and maybe pull it over slightly. I don't know. I do love a sparkle. I do love a sparkle. Okay. All right, maybe I'll pull it over a little bit more. It's so pretty. It's so pretty. It's called I Love This. I love this, and I actually do love it. Look how pretty that is. Can you see it? Wow. Okay. All right. Thank you, ColourPop. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Alrighty, and then I'm going to take my Perversion Urban Decay liner, and I will just line the inside of my water rim and the top. And this is my favorite liner of all times. I have two that I've used till about this size, and then I have one full one, so I ordered two more. I mean, you don't want to be out of the best black liner ever. No one wants that. Okay, alrighty. And then I'm going to come back in with my Coty Airspun and just kind of set all of this again. Okay. All right. Let me see. All right. I got a couple of things out thinking that I might use them, but I'm not. And then I'm going to use this Mango and Lime Burst Nourishing Oil. It's by Ciate. I bought this before Sephora closed, and I used it one time and I thought, I don't know. I don't know if I like it or not. And I put it in the bag to take it back. And now I just feel like, I don't know, I just feel like returning a $16 lip oil is just, it's just silly. I just feel like it's silly. So I'm going to go ahead and use it and keep it. I don't know. You never know. You know, sometimes when you try something for the first time, you're like, I don't know about that. Or, you know, maybe there's something else, or you've got something on your mind, or it's just not it's just not that important to you right that second, and you're just like, whatever. But I don't dislike it. It tastes very good. It's very nourishing. I wanted to use it to moisturize my lips a little bit, and also to prepare them for my lipstick. And also use it to kind of wipe off any of the foundation or makeup that I had gotten on it before. So the only mascara that I had that was C was my CoverGirl, and this is the Lash Blast Amplify Primer. So I'm going to use that, and then I'm going to top it with my other CoverGirl mascara. Do you guys use this? Do you use a lash primer? I had not used one, and my friend Candace was telling me that she used one, and I thought, all right, I'll give it a whirl. I don't know that I've ever used one. I remember there was something that I was using that was a gel that I put on my eyes. I felt like, gosh, it was made by the people who, oh shoot, why can't I think of it? Oh gosh, I don't know. It was just supposed to make them longer and fuller. I can't quite remember what it was. Daggone it. Okay, I think I do not have any CoverGirl mascara. How is this possible? How is this possible? How? Oh goodness. I do not have any CoverGirl mascara. Not even a little bit. I don't know. All right, I'm going to use this this is Big Ego by Tarte. It's kind of close to C. So I'm just going to go over top of that CoverGirl lash primer. This is the biggest brush ever in the world, but I am not hating on this mascara. I don't know if it's the mascara or the primer, but my lashes are long. They are long, long, long. So I'm going to go in for, can you see that? Can you see? Go in for another coat. Okay. All right. I really like that. I don't know. I think that was the first time I ever used that. Looks like it must have came as like a sample or maybe in a kit, because it's small. Clearly, it's not a full size. I'm just taking my tight line from it and just doing my bottom lashes. Hey, don't judge. I didn't have anything that started with a C. Okay, and then I'm going to put a little bit of the Star of the Show on my lips, and I just love the smell of this lipstick. It just reminds me of when I was a little girl. Do y'all do that? Do you ever smell something and it reminds you of a time in your life? Good or bad? I remember like colognes that people wore, you know, that I was dated or I was married to, or something like that. I remember, you know, I can remember smelling them and thinking, oh, I remember that smell, that brought back memories, and you know. Anyway, I love that. Okay, and I'm going to take this Kula setting spray, and I'm just going to set everything. I should have done it before I put my lipstick on, but here we go. Okay. I have not tried that particular spray. I think it came in my FabFitFun box as well, and and I didn't try it. Oh, it's... Come on, this Cherries in the Snow. This is classic. Classic Revlon, classic beauty. Okay. And I think to finish it off, what I'm going to do is, oh shoot, that's not the one. I'm looking for, and I was like, get it out before you start, silly girl. Where is it? Where is it? It is my Milani champagne. That's the Luminoso one. Oh, where's my champagne one? I've used them before on the channel, and they're so good. They're they're made by Milani, and they kind of are plumping and oh, shoot. No, it's not in my purse because I took all of those out. Okay. I don't know where it is, so I'm going to cheat. It's okay. I just cheated on this and my mascara because that's all I had. Okay. I'm just going to dab that right in the center to give it just a little bit of shine. And throw that down. So there. What do you think? A face of nothing that didn't start with the letter C, except for that and my mascara. Okay, guys, well, I certainly hope you found some joy in this. I certainly hope that you saw the lightheartedness that I had wanted to come through in this. Please know that I know that some of you look forward to these videos just as a little pick-me-up during the day, a face that's familiar. Maybe you're seeing yourself and me a little bit in how we're dealing and how we're handling life these days. And so I just wanted to just pop on and just do something simple, you know, just so that we could connect. So if there's anything in particular you'd like me to try or you'd like me to chat about, comment in the section below. Also, if you're new here, you can subscribe to my channel if you like what you saw, and you can ring the bell, and then you'll get notifications every time I upload videos, which is Tuesdays, Thursdays, and on Sundays for my Sunday chats. Also, if you're family and you've come by again to see what in the world I've cooked up for today, thank you. I certainly appreciate you. So I hope you guys have a good rest of your week. I hope that you have some plans for this upcoming weekend. If you celebrate Easter or whatever you're celebrating, I hope you have some plans for that. I know there's a lot of different things online as far as children are concerned with doing like virtual egg hunts and things like that. And I hope this weekend brings those of you who are working some solace and some peace and some downtime, because Jessica works in the medical field, and you know, she told me today she said I would just like a day where I didn't have to deal with COVID-19. And so for you guys that are out there holding the world down while we're at home, we thank you. We thank you, grocery store workers. Thank goodness most of the grocery stores are closing on Sunday. So we thank you so much for all that you're doing, for putting yourself in harm's way day in, day out, so that the world will continue to spin. And we promise when we can escape from this house, we're going to go out and we're going to come to restaurants and we're going to buy your food and we're going to take out and we're going to tip well and we're going to eat out every chance that we get. And we're going to bring this whole city, we're going to bring this whole world back to where it was before all of this hit. And maybe then we'll see what the silver lining was. Maybe then we'll see what we're to learn from this. You know, it's not all bad. And I think there is some good coming out of it in people. And I'd like to think of myself as well. And I know for me, I want to do some forgiving that I've been holding back on. And I want to be a little easier on myself and easier on those that are trying really hard. And so I hope I hope that I am not wasting this time of solace and solitude, because I know that God would want me to come out of this better than I came in. And when I talk to him, and I don't do it as much as I used to, and that's another issue. When I talk to him, he tells me, it's okay. It's okay. I still hear you. I still hear you, and I'm still here for you. So, anyway, guys, until we talk again and until we chat again, thank you so much for stopping by. I love you all. Take care.